What is going on, guys? This is Xatter here and welcome back to my channel. Today is really not a mod review, but it is more so towards the new DLC that just came out for ATS, and is obviously the heavy haul DLC that everyone has been waiting for. The multiple pivot points. Unfortunately, there aren't double trailers such as the 228-foot like FedEx and UPS. That type of deal. I heard that it is supposed to be coming out in a few weeks, possibly as a free update. You don't have to buy it, but this DLC you do have to buy. If you guys don't know, for the week of this week, actually, it is 10% off. So it's normally $5 and it's $4.49. So I mean, you save 50 cents. I mean, not really that big of a deal, but I mean, I'd get it. Just because it's heavy haul DLC and multiple pivot points, which I know a lot of you guys have not seen in a very, very long time. Now over there where that little white arrow is, that is my trailer over there, but I wanted to show you guys my setup that I have for my heavy haul. Mostly my company that I have made is based for heavy hauling, and I'm glad that they have this in here. So we'll start it up. I do have a Cummins N14, we'll get rid of that. I have a Cummins N14, 605 horsepower, about 2,750 Newton meters of torque, so it has a lot of torque in it. Put the lights on here for you guys. Now I do have a blue truck, but you guys can see that with the yellow lights I have there on the filters and up there on the roof, that they kind of turn it green, which I think is kind of cool. It's a little different. So here's the back. I do have the brake lights on the back, so we'll take off the parking brake. So I do have brake lights on the back, top, just so you can see it better, pretty much. And fictionally, the AIs could see it better. Got the turn signals up there as well, for that reason. Also, too, if you do not already have, I would suggest getting BigT's flash beacons. I know the other beacons that I've had do not work for some reason. I don't know why. They just don't work. So I got BigT's flash beacons off of the Steam Workshop. It comes with the Radeon ones up there as well as the ones down on the grill and underneath the bumper, so we'll put those on. So these are my beacons that I have. Now I wish on the trailer they had a beacon on the back. They do have flags, which I think is pretty cool, but I just have a beacon just so the people behind you know that it's there, because there are people out there that claim that they don't see stuff like that. Also too, I do have a steer axle, so going around bends, sharp bends that is, it does help out a lot having a steer axle instead of a normal push axle. I mean, you could have a push axle, but if you have a good engine, you really don't need a push axle. But I mean, I have it just to corner bends a lot easier. It just makes everything easier. Now, there's a bunch of traffic, so getting out of here is going to be a pain, but I do want to go show you guys. We'll go inside here. I wanted to show you my setup and everything. Now it does say my maneuverability isn't very good, which is obvious because this is a longer wheelbase truck, so of course it's not going to have the maneuverability as a 6x4 or 6x2. So we'll go in the upgrade shop here, go over to the engine. So here's my engine that you guys can see there, and over on the side you can see the truck analysis. So there's the normal cargo. It has everything. If you go over top of it, it highlights everything, so you guys can see where you fit in at. So now if we go over to the transmissions, I have the Maxi Torque EST-318 18 speed with retarder with 385. So if we go to something else, say we'll go to Eaton Fuller 9 speed. I'll just show you guys the big difference. So you can see that everything, the uneven terrain, the hills, traversal, and the heavy cargo go down a lot. The normal cargo goes up because this is more mainly used for normal cargo. You could still use it, but honestly, we're using heavy haul stuff and hauling heavy equipment and other cargo. You'd want to have a lot of gears to going up hills, going down hills. It makes everything a lot easier. So you guys can see the difference there, how much it jumped back up. Also too, while we're in here, not really nothing to do with the accessories, but I do know that Viper or Paul, I know he's going to be having an update for this that I did see. So I did see a headache rack that had a nice beacon on top. He said some other stuff as well. If you guys already follow his group on Facebook or a part of it, you guys would have seen that. So I mean, coming out. I'll do a mod review on that. It's not really a big update to the truck, but I mean essentially it kind of is. Now I know you guys are all here for the trailer, so we'll head over there to the trailer. Also too, I wanted to mention, someone pointed out that why don't I do like when I do my mod reviews, that I don't actually put all these lights like you guys see now on during the review. And I don't do that because it just takes up too much time. So honestly, I put them on after I do the video. But if I knew how to edit and all that, I would do it beforehand to show you guys. So we'll come out here, since all this traffic is here. Definitely not going to get this light. Cool thing that I know that SCS did with the trailers too, they put flags on the back, which is accurate, and they also are animated, and you know they go by how fast they'll move depending on how fast you go. So moving really fast, they will go really fast. So if you're doing 75, you know, that was the speed limit out to where I'm at right now in Amarillo, Texas. You know, they go really fast, which I think is really neat, and then going slow, obviously they go a lot slower. So we'll head over there. Hopefully we can get there sooner than later with this traffic. There's a bunch of traffic and I don't know why. But we'll get over there and show you guys the trailer. So got another red light. Also too, I put the Smarties big heavy tire on the front, and then I got Viper's heavy tire on the back. I mean, I could have did it the other way, but then the back two are also Smarties, but just the lift axle, steer axle I should say, is Viper's. You guys can see down there the fairing on the back. I have the lights on there as well. So a lot of you guys do like my customization that I do. It's really nothing that special. It's just I just come up with stuff, and usually they stay about the same for about every truck I do. See, I don't know. These AIs are just terrible. So head over here. You guys can see the trailer there. Obviously it is, you can see the pivot point of where I parked it at. So go around. Also too, I wanted to mention, if you guys don't have it already, it's already on Steam. I know it's on ATS mods.lt. There is a mod that you can install that will change the names of the trailer, also the cargo, have the accurate real names. So obviously this is a Fontaine lowboy. It has the cat on the scraper there, has the 627H, which I believe that's what that is. You know, on the side of the scraper. So it just adds more realism and all that. So back up in here. Okay, and we'll connect. Yeah, so it's a 627H. You guys can see that. You can see the cat and all that. You guys can see the flags. Like I said, I wish they would put a beacon. Even putting the beacons on up here, there's no third one back here like on the other Fontaine trailer, the magnitude. So you guys can see that the flags are already blowing within the wind, and they don't blow simultaneously or together. The one on the left is blowing a lot more violently than the one on the right. So I mean, that's just cool animation that I think that, you know, really sets it apart from everything else. So we'll I'll show you guys it at speed. So we'll drop the axle here. We'll pull out. This isn't really much, like I said, of a review of the heavy haul, just because I don't really have time to go over everything. If you guys do want to see a video that goes over everything, you guys can go check out Squirrel. So I know he did a video on it. Also too, at the back, on this trailer we don't have it, but there's other cargo that will have a stinger or a booster on the back, which I think is pretty neat, and it will also pivot as well. So there's no steerable axles, but they will pivot. Now there are some that do have steerable rear axles on the booster, but these ones do not. And it seems like that this low boy is a little long, or I'm not a little long, a little short for this cargo. I don't know backing up on top of the gooseneck like that is kind of safe. I mean, it could be. I have no idea. But you guys can see the flags are on the back. When you're going at speed. We'll slow down here so you guys can see that. And then whenever you stop, they kind of just do their own thing, which I think is really, really cool. So we'll pull off to the side up here, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on the DLC. And if also too, if you guys do want to see me do this kind of stuff, as I mentioned before when it came out, if you guys do want to see me, haul around this heavy stuff, please let me know. We could either do it on my main account, which this is, or we could even do it on a new account. I don't have a problem either way. I just want to know, feedback, or if you guys like this video and all that, if I should do that. So we'll stop the truck here. We'll turn off the beacons. Shut the truck down. So that was the little preview. If you guys haven't already seen, with the new DLC for ATS, which I think is really neat. I do like the the dolly up front and all that. I love the pivot points. I know a lot of people have been wanting this for so long. You got the normal 3-axle trailer, the lowboy. There's I think 6 different cargos with this type of trailer, and there's 3 other ones with that has the stinger on the back. I know there's a bunch of people out there. I know one for sure is Dijon Wade. I think that's how you pronounce the name. If I did pronounce it wrong, buddy, I do apologize. I know he does the Kozad 16-axle lowboy West Coast style. I know he's coming out with some really heavy 200,000 pound plus trailers. So that's going to be something interesting. If you guys do want to see something like that on this channel, please let me know. Give a thumbs up to this video, and I will try my best whenever he does release that to make a video for you guys. I think it would be really neat to see something like that, having 13 axles. This is only a 9 axle, so if seeing a 13 axle, well, I think would be really cool. I think the highest that you can go with this DLC pack is 11. So having 2 more, having a 4-axle lowboy, 2-axle dolly, and a 3-axle stinger on the back, I think would be pretty neat to haul around. Plus going around sharp bends and all that. Out here, kind of in the coast to coast, it's kind of open and there's really not much to it. But back in the other 3 states, going around sharp corners, I know there's a place out in, I think, Nevada or Arizona, where there's like a sharp windy bend, going up a hill and all that. I think that'd be pretty neat trying to haul something like this. So once again, guys, this has been Xterra. If you guys did enjoy this little preview, I guess, or not really even much of a preview, but if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you guys do want me to do stuff like this, heavy haul and all that with this type of a truck, or something else that's customized like this, that's made for heavy hauling, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. Do comment if you guys want that, and say whatever you guys want to say. Most of the time I will respond back. So once again, guys, please have a wonderful day. Enjoy the new DLC, and happy trucking.